The next topic is Cameron. Cameron had a CNN interview about the rapper Diddy, basically discussing the recent videotape that came out with him and Cassie that we talked about previously last week. And so the rapper and podcaster Cameron was invited to CNN to talk about recent events related to rapper mogul P. Diddy. The rapper Cameron plugged his intimacy supplement and made a crude sexual reference, and wondered aloud, why was he here and why was he asked to appear on CNN? Abby Phillips asked him on Monday about a video of Sean Diddy Combs beating his ex-girlfriend.
Thanks for being here. First, when you saw that video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel, did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video was egregious. I'm against.
He said it wasn't for him, and he weighs in on Combs' subsequent apology, adding that it was up to the victim, Cassie Ventura.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me to decide, for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
Cameron loudly drank his pink horsepower supplement, claimed that his website is a libido-enhancing quality, turning containers so the viewers could see the label.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace know Puff.
He also plugged in his YouTube show and eventually lost patience as he said, who's the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'd be sitting around watching what Diddy do? I did not know this was a Diddy joint. Who booked this?
What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Who booked me for this joint? Phillips
then thanked him for his time and essentially ended the interview. Okay, if you're going to book somebody for a show, I think that their agent or anybody traditionally, they inform them about why they're coming. There's a debrief that happens even before you go on air. For anything, even if you're doing a podcast, even for anything on camera, I'm pretty sure even on this podcast, they get debriefed. So why would he go on a program and participate in that program without knowing what it is that he was going there for? I think that Cameron just, again, he utilized the opportunity to get on CNN to promote his drink. That was it. And he clearly stated that he didn't care about Diddy. He really just cared about his intimacy drink and promoting that, and he got a viral moment, and I think that's what he wanted at the end of the day. I think they probably wanted Mace, and it would make sense since they're on the same podcast, that him and Mace has an actual history with Diddy. Mace and Diddy were actually like homies back in the day. They've made songs, a bunch of songs together, a bunch of hip-hop classics together. So it makes sense that they probably wanted Mace, but they couldn't get Mace, so they settled for Cameron. And that's it. And Cameron has a history of going on shows, whether it be like 60 Minutes or MSNBC, and now CNN, of just stunting, of pretty much just saying whatever he feels and pretty much not answering the questions that the reporters or the interviewers have, and just pretty much taking up space and saying whatever. And I think that they should do their research again and look at who they're bringing onto the program, because he really was, in my opinion, kind of disrespectful to the host of the show. She seemed like she was really engaged in trying to get to the bottom of this Diddy situation and thought that he was going to really be game for the situation. Interviewers are prepped by the producers again that the people that are interviewing are going to be aware of what they're being asked. And so I think that's an L again on the production team for not letting her know, and setting her up with somebody who was not really game, somebody who was not interested in participating in the conversation. But I think it looks kind of suspect for the production and CNN. And like other people have said, I think probably somebody's going to get fired. If not, they're at least going to get reprimanded, because that was kind of, that was a mess. That was a mess.